You know that feeling when you think about starting your own thing, but then this wave of just pure fear stops you cold? Well, today we're diving deep into Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow Quadrant, and we're going to find out why that leap from employee to entrepreneur. It's not about business plans or spreadsheets. It's about a deep internal war. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. That paycheck that hits your bank account every couple of weeks, is it really a reward? Or could it be something else? Could it be a kind of drug that keeps you hooked, that keeps you safe, even when you're dreaming of something bigger? And this idea right here, this is the core of the problem. You see, Kiyosaki's rich dad had this radical belief that money is a drug. It's why he never paid a young Robert for his first job. He didn't want him to get addicted to working for money. Because once you're used to getting that regular fix, that salary, trying to break away and earn money in a totally new way becomes this intense emotional battle. It's way more than a career change. It's like kicking a lifelong habit.
And trust me, this battle is absolutely brutal. Trying to move from the left side of the quadrant, where you're an employee or self-employed, over to the right side as a business owner or investor, it is a profound internal struggle. I mean, when Kiyosaki and his wife were literally homeless, Rich Dad told him, look, it's not about being broke that matters. It's about who you're becoming in the process.
And here's how that internal war shows up in real life, in our gut reactions. When someone on the left side needs cash, what's the first thought? I need a job, or I'll just work more hours myself. But someone on the right side, their mind immediately goes to, how can I create or buy a system? Or where's an asset I can find? So when you try to cross that line, your old left side brain, the one that's terrified of losing security, it just starts kicking and screaming.
And believe me, Kiyosaki slammed right into that wall. He hit rock bottom. We're talking homeless, totally defeated, living out of his car. And from a payphone, he calls his rich dad, and he's just done, ready to quit, ready to give up on the whole entrepreneur thing and just go get a safe job. The fear had completely taken over. But Rich Dad's response? It was a huge wake-up call. He didn't offer any sympathy. He just gave him clarity. He said, Robert, your fear has completely pushed your passion aside, and you can't build a business on fear. Then he hit him with this. You can always quit, so why quit now?
You know, that one phone call, it forced Kiyosaki to reconnect with what he was truly passionate about. And the funny thing is, his dream was to build a totally new kind of school, an education program for entrepreneurs. And this is deeply ironic because as a kid, he absolutely hated school. He swore he would never, ever become a teacher like his dad.
And this is where the story gets really interesting. His highly educated, poor dad, a guy who was a pillar of the traditional school system, sent him something completely unexpected. It was a page full of quotes from people like Churchill and Einstein, all of them criticizing the very system he worked in. It was his way of saying, I get it. I support you. And right at the top of that page was this simple message. Wow. In that moment, Kiyosaki had this huge realization. His poor dad had hated the system too, but he'd been crushed by it. He realized he was now carrying his poor dad's torch, that passion for real teaching, but he was doing it with his rich dad's playbook for building a system outside the establishment.
Now, this renewed passion, it came directly from failure. His first company, making these nylon wallets, it was a huge hit, but it failed because of foreign competition. And that failure created this huge moral crisis for him. It shifted his passion away from just making a product to building a system that could actually educate people to become business owners themselves, not just workers in someone else's business.
So what did this new system look like? Well, check this out. Instead of boring lectures, they played active games with real money on the line. Instead of teachers who are just academics, they hired actual business owners. And get this, in a brilliant twist, the students graded the teachers. The whole thing was focused on teamwork and real-world skills, just completely flipping the old model upside down.
So, did it work? You bet it did. In less than 5 years, that passion-fueled company grew into a multi-million-dollar business with 11 offices all around the world. It was the ultimate proof that a teacher can be rich, but only if they own the system and operate from the right side of the quadrant. Okay, so what's the big takeaway here for us? It's that we have to unlearn all that fear-based programming we got growing up. You know the drill. Get good grades so you can get a safe, secure job. But let's be honest, in today's world of AI and downsizing, is there really such a thing as a safe job anymore? That whole idea is becoming a myth.
And when you put it side by side like this, it's crystal clear. That so-called security on the left side, it's really an illusion. If you get sick, if you get laid off, boom, your income is gone.
Real security is on the right side. It's having a system that makes money for you and having the financial know-how to make money no matter what the market is doing.
So why does the right side look so darn risky to most people? Well, it all comes down to what Rich Dad called financial vision. When you're financially literate, looking at a balance sheet is like having X-ray vision. You can see the bones of a deal, you can see the structure, and you can manage risk in a way that someone who's financially blind just can't.
Okay, and this brings us to the biggest, most mind-bending idea of them all. This is the fundamental difference that separates the wealthy from, well, everyone else. It all comes down to this one simple question.
This right here is the big secret. On the left side of the quadrant, you pay other people to take on your risks. Just think about it. You pay an insurance company to cover your car or your health. But on the right side, you are the one who gets paid to intelligently take on and manage those same risks, either by investing your capital or building a business. The end game is to be on the side that gets paid for the risk.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. Look at your own financial life right now. Are you the one who is paying for risk, or are you positioning yourself to be the one who gets paid for it? Because the answer to that question, well, it just might hold the key to your entire financial future.